The Forgotten Frontier. The wind howled across the desolate Atacama Desert Research Station, its metallic structures a stark contrast against the endless expanse of rust-colored terrain. Dr. Elena Rodriguez adjusted her thermal jacket, her breath creating small clouds in the frigid morning air. This wasn't just another research facility. This was humanity's last bastion of hope. Quantum Horizon Laboratory stood as a testament to human perseverance, funded by a consortium of global universities and private investors who still believed in radical scientific exploration. The facility represented the final frontier of human technological ambition. Most of the scientific community had abandoned exotic quantum research, dismissing it as a dead-end pursuit after decades of seemingly fruitless investigations. But Elena knew differently. Her team was different. Comprised of brilliant outcasts, rejected by mainstream scientific institutions, they pursued possibilities others deemed impossible. Dr. Marcus Chen, a quantum physicist who had been repeatedly denied research grants, worked tirelessly at a holographic workstation. Beside him, Dr. Aisha Khalid, an engineer who specialized in exotic materials, monitored complex energy signatures that danced across multiple screens. "We're close," Marcus muttered, his fingers dancing across holographic interfaces. "The quantum entanglement patterns are showing something unprecedented." Elena approached, her keen eyes scanning the intricate data visualizations. Unlike traditional quantum research that focused on microscopic particle interactions, their work explored broader dimensional potential. They weren't just studying quantum mechanics, they were attempting to understand and manipulate dimensional structures themselves. The laboratory's primary experiment involved creating stable quantum bridges between dimensional planes. Where traditional physicists saw impenetrable barriers, Elena's team saw unexplored highways of potential scientific breakthrough. "The resonance frequency is holding," Aisha reported, her voice a mixture of excitement and cautious optimism. "But we're still missing a critical stabilization mechanism." Their research had been scorned by the global scientific community. Major institutions had labeled their work as speculative fiction rather than serious science. Funding was perpetually on the brink of collapse, with only a few forward-thinking investors believing in their vision. What they didn't realize was that each failed experiment brought them closer to something extraordinary. The facility's communication system crackled to life. A transmission from their primary financial backer, a mysterious tech consortium known only as Horizon Global, requested an immediate update. Elena knew this could be their last chance to prove their theoretical framework. "Prepare the quantum resonance chamber," she instructed. "We're running a full diagnostic sequence." The massive chamber hummed with potential, its intricate web of superconducting quantum interference devices creating a complex magnetic landscape. Traditional physics suggested what they were attempting was impossible, creating a stable quantum bridge that could potentially connect different dimensional planes. Marcus's voice cut through the anticipatory silence. "Quantum stabilization at 78%. We're seeing quantum fluctuations that don't match any known theoretical models." Something was happening. Something unprecedented. Little did they know that their seemingly isolated experiment would soon become humanity's most significant technological leap, a discovery that would fundamentally reshape humanity's understanding of reality itself. As the quantum resonance chamber began its complex dance of energy and potential, the first whispers of a new technological era started to emerge. Quiet, almost imperceptible, but pregnant with transformative possibility. The quantum paradigm. The explosion of data caught everyone by surprise. Where previous experiments had yielded nothing more than statistical noise, this time the quantum resonance chamber produced something entirely unexpected. Complex mathematical patterns emerged, defying every known principle of quantum mechanics. Dr. Elena Rodriguez stared at the holographic displays, her scientific instincts racing. The data suggested more than just quantum entanglement. It hinted at dimensional manipulation beyond current scientific understanding. "Marcus," she called, "run a verification sequence. These readings can't be real." Dr. Marcus Chen's fingers flew across the interface, his skepticism battling with mounting excitement. The quantum signatures were unlike anything in scientific literature. They weren't just breaking established theories, they were obliterating them. Aisha Khalid approached with a thermal scanner, her eyes wide. The energy signatures are generating a localized quantum field that's impossible. It's creating micro-dimensional instabilities around the resonance chamber. Their modest desert laboratory was on the brink of something revolutionary. The quantum research that had been ridiculed by scientific institutions was about to challenge everything humanity understood about dimensional physics. Political complications were inevitable. Global scientific councils would resist such a paradigm-shifting discovery. Powerful research institutions that had dismissed their work would now scramble to discredit or control their findings. "We need to document everything," Elena instructed. "Every single data point, every microscopic fluctuation. This is bigger than our careers. This could redefine human understanding of reality." The quantum resonance chamber continued its mysterious dance, generating complex dimensional signatures that seemed to bend the very fabric of space-time. Each pulse of energy created ripples that extended beyond their physical laboratory, undetectable to conventional monitoring systems. What they didn't realize was that their experiment was being watched, not just by skeptical human institutions, but by entities far beyond Earth's current technological comprehension. Thousands of light-years away, in the vast communication networks of galactic civilizations, subtle quantum disruptions began to register. Something was happening on a small, insignificant planet that was about to challenge established understanding of dimensional physics. Technological rebellion. The underground fabrication facility beneath the Atacama Desert Research Station hummed with a different kind of energy. What had begun as a theoretical research project was now transforming into something tangible, a prototype vessel that defied conventional engineering principles. Dr. Elena Rodriguez stood before a massive holographic blueprint, her team working meticulously to translate their quantum discoveries into physical reality. The vessel, codenamed Quantum Horizon, was more than just a spacecraft. It was a dimensional bridge, a technological marvel that could potentially rewrite the rules of space exploration. "The quantum lattice matrix is the key," Marcus explained to a small group of elite engineers. "Traditional propulsion systems are linear. We're creating a multi-dimensional navigation framework that doesn't just move through space. It negotiates between dimensional planes." Funding came from an unlikely coalition. Horizon Global, a secretive consortium of forward-thinking investors, had seen potential where others saw only madness. They understood that true technological revolution never comes from conventional thinking. Aisha Khalid managed the material engineering challenge. The vessel's hull required materials that could withstand dimensional stress, a concept that didn't even exist in current scientific lexicon. Exotic metamaterials, developed through complex quantum engineering, formed a skin that could potentially phase between dimensional states. "We're not just building a spacecraft," Aisha told her team. "We're constructing a dimensional navigator." The political landscape was treacherous. Major space agencies and scientific councils had systematically marginalized their research. If word of their true capabilities leaked, they would face immediate suppression. Every component was developed in absolute secrecy, with multiple redundant security protocols. Global communication systems began picking up unusual quantum signatures. Something was different about the research station in the Atacama Desert. Subtle disruptions in communication networks, microscopic quantum fluctuations that seemed to originate from a single point on Earth. These were the first whispers of a technological revolution. In hidden monitoring stations around the world, sophisticated quantum detection systems began registering anomalies. Something was happening, something that didn't fit into any existing scientific framework. The first test of the Quantum Horizon's dimensional navigation system would change everything. Humanity was about to take its first step into a technological realm that most believed impossible. As the prototype vessel took shape, Elena Rodriguez understood the magnitude of their work. This wasn't just about space exploration. This was about challenging the fundamental understanding of reality itself. The technological rebellion had begun. Galactic confrontation. The galactic diplomatic nexus hung like a crystalline web in the void of deep space, a testament to millennia of interstellar negotiations. Representatives from thousands of advanced civilizations gathered, their technologies spanning multiple dimensional perspectives. Earth remained a footnote, a primitive civilization barely acknowledged by the greater cosmic community. Captain Aria Takeshi stood at the center of humanity's delegation, her posture rigid but calm. Unlike previous human representatives who had come begging for recognition, she carried something different, a quiet confidence that caught the attention of even the most dismissive alien diplomats. "Humanity requests a standard hearing," she announced, her voice cutting through the babble of translated languages and dimensional communication interfaces. The High Arbiter, a being composed of intricate energy patterns, seemed almost amused. Centuries of galactic interactions had taught the Council to view humans as technological infants, curious but ultimately inconsequential. "Your request is noted," the High Arbiter responded, translators rendering the complex energy communication into human comprehensible speech. "You may present your technological developments." What happened next would be recorded in galactic historical archives as the moment everything changed. Captain Takeshi activated a holographic projection that defied conventional understanding. Instead of presenting a single image, the display demonstrated simultaneous dimensional representations, not just 3 or 4 dimensions, but a complex matrix that seemed to exist across multiple realities simultaneously. The chamber fell silent. Alien representatives whose civilizations had mastered fifth-dimensional travel found themselves confronting something entirely unexpected. The human projection wasn't just a technological demonstration, it was a fundamental challenge to established understanding of dimensional physics. Dr. Elena Rodriguez, watching remotely from the Atacama Research Station, knew this was the moment of truth. The Quantum Horizon prototype had been carefully prepared, its capabilities deliberately understated to create maximum impact. "What you're witnessing," Captain Takeshi explained, "is a quantum dimensional navigation system that doesn't just move through space. It negotiates between dimensional planes." The High Arbiter's energy patterns flickered, a sign of genuine shock in their communication protocol. Generations of galactic diplomats had grown accustomed to technological presentations that followed predictable patterns. This was something entirely different. Subtle quantum signatures began emanating from the human delegation's equipment. Each signature was a silent challenge, a technological whisper that suggested humanity had discovered something profound. The diplomatic chamber became a crucible of tension. Civilizations that had dismissed humans as irrelevant now found themselves facing an unexpected technological leap. The carefully maintained hierarchy of technological advancement was about to be rewritten. Humanity wasn't just presenting a technology. They were challenging the fundamental understanding of dimensional existence itself. The galactic confrontation had begun, and nothing would ever be the same again. Dimensional warfare. The first hostile response came swiftly. A coalition of advanced civilizations, threatened by humanity's unexpected technological breakthrough, launched a coordinated attack designed to neutralize the potential threat. 12 massive warships emerged from quantum fold drives, their weapon systems calibrated to destroy any technological anomaly. They represented the pinnacle of galactic military technology, ships capable of manipulating space-time itself, weapons that could theoretically unravel molecular structures. The Quantum Horizon waited. Captain Aria Takeshi's voice remained calm as dimensional tracking systems lit up her command interface. "Defensive Protocol Quantum Epsilon," she commanded. What happened next would be studied by civilizations for generations. The human vessel didn't engage in traditional combat. Instead, it began to exist differently. Where conventional ships would maneuver, dodge, or counterattack, the Quantum Horizon simply phased through dimensional boundaries. Weapon systems designed to destroy matter found themselves targeting empty space. Quantum-engineered fields created by the vessel meant it wasn't just avoiding attacks, it was simultaneously existing in multiple dimensional planes. Dr. Elena Rodriguez, monitoring from Earth, watched in real time as her theoretical work transformed into practical demonstration. The quantum lattice matrix they had developed wasn't just a navigation system. It was a complete dimensional negotiation protocol. "They're not seeing the ship," Marcus Chen explained to the research team. "They're seeing potential states of existence. We're not blocking their weapons. We're making those weapons fundamentally irrelevant." The Galactic Attack Fleet found themselves confronting an impossible scenario. Their most advanced tracking systems registered the human vessel as simultaneously present and absent. Weapon targeting became meaningless when the target existed across multiple dimensional states. One by one, the attacking ships began to experience systemic failures, not from direct counterattack, but from the fundamental quantum destabilization caused by the quantum horizon's presence. Their own dimensional drive systems began to malfunction, unable to process the quantum interference. "Dimensional integrity is becoming compromised," Aisha Khalid reported, monitoring the remote systems. "Our quantum field is essentially rewriting the operational parameters of their technology." It wasn't destruction. It was technological obsolescence happening in real time. The message was clear. Humanity had not just developed a new technology. They had fundamentally reimagined the concept of technological interaction. As the last of the attack fleet retreated, quantum signatures trailing behind them like wounded memories, the galaxy watched in stunned silence. The technological hierarchy that had existed for millennia had been shattered in a single encounter. Humanity had just demonstrated that true innovation wasn't about having the most powerful weapon. It was about understanding reality itself in ways no one had previously imagined. A new cosmic order. The aftermath of the dimensional confrontation reshaped galactic politics more profoundly than any conflict in recorded history. What began as a demonstration of technological capability had transformed into a fundamental restructuring of interstellar relationships. Quantum Horizon Laboratory became more than a research facility. It became humanity's diplomatic bridge to the cosmic community. Dr. Elena Rodriguez found herself at the center of unprecedented scientific negotiations, explaining a technology that challenged everything known about dimensional physics. The Galactic Council, once dismissive of human potential, now convened in emergency sessions. Representatives from thousands of civilizations struggled to comprehend the implications of humanity's quantum breakthrough. It wasn't just about a new technology. It was about a completely different approach to understanding reality. "We didn't develop this to conquer," Elena explained during a pivotal diplomatic session. "We developed it to understand. Our goal is exploration, not domination." Captain Aria Takeshi stood beside her, a living symbol of humanity's newfound technological maturity. The dimensional warfare had demonstrated something crucial. Human innovation wasn't about military might, but about fundamental reimagination of technological possibilities. The quantum dimensional navigation system developed by the research team became a catalyst for scientific collaboration. Civilizations that had existed in isolated technological bubbles for millennia now found themselves facing a new paradigm of cooperative exploration. Aisha Khalid and Marcus Chen led international teams developing collaborative research protocols. The Quantum Horizon wasn't just a vessel. It was a blueprint for a new approach to technological development that prioritized understanding over conquest. Global resources began redirecting toward scientific exploration. The old boundaries of national competition dissolved as humanity presented a unified front of technological curiosity. Space agencies that once competed now collaborated, recognizing that the quantum frontier required collective effort. "We're not just exploring space," Marcus would often say. "We're exploring the very nature of existence." The first joint expeditions began. Human researchers working alongside representatives from civilizations that had once viewed them as technological children. Each mission pushed the boundaries of dimensional understanding, revealing layers of reality that had remained hidden for millennia. Quantum Horizon Laboratory transformed from a marginalized research station to the most important scientific facility in human history. The desolate Atacama Desert site became a beacon of human potential, symbolizing humanity's ability to transform limitation into opportunity. As the first decade of dimensional exploration concluded, it became clear that humanity's greatest strength wasn't in military power or technological superiority. It was in an inherent ability to imagine, to challenge existing paradigms, and to see potential where others saw only barriers. The cosmic order had changed, and humanity had changed it not through force, but through pure, unbridled scientific curiosity.